Hello and welcome everyone to the call. If you can see me and hear me, please drop me a 777 in the chat box and we'll make a start shortly. Thank you all. And also please give me an indication of where you're from. Okay, we have people from East London, Lancaster. Welcome to the call. Birmingham, Italy is in the house. Welcome, Italy. Cameroon, brilliant, brilliant. Leicester, London again. Brilliant. Thank you everyone for attending this call. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. Ethiopia is in the house. Welcome to the house. Marcus, Ethiopia, great country, beautiful country. So yeah, welcome everyone to the call. My name is Dr. Jav. I'm a Forex and cryptocurrency trader. I've been trading now for around 5 or so years. Now, this presentation is meant to be an introduction to Forex and cryptocurrency trading. And just to make it clear from the outset, you will not become an expert trader at the end of this presentation. This is only meant to be a guide and introduction to trading. By the end of this presentation, you will have enough information to register with us so we can teach you, show you, and mentor you to trade effectively as 250,000 other people do with us. So again, my name is Dr. Jav. I'm a currency trader and I've been trading now for several years. And as I speak, I'm just going to pull up my presentation. If you can see my presentation again, please drop me a 111 in the chat box. Thank you. So again, I've been trading for several years, and in fact my story is very, very simple. Going back a fair few years now, when I was a child in school, my parents told me that I need to go to school, get good grades, work very, very hard, go to university, get good grades, and get a job. And that was what my life was mapped out for me to be. And I went to school, got very good grades. I was consistently within the top 5% of my school. I went to university, got a few degrees there, and then I started my first job out of university. And in all honesty, that first job that I started, I absolutely hated it from the outset. And at university, while I was doing my PhD, I was never really exposed to working for anybody else. And when I started my first job, I was part of the 95%. Now, whether you know this or not, 95% of the world population of 7.8 billion people are broke. I'll say that again. 95% of the entire world population of 7.8 billion people are broke. They have more month at the end of the money every single month. 5% of the world population, the investors and business owners, make more than 95% of the rest of the world population collectively. So 7.4 billion people out of 7.8 billion people in the entire world are broke. If you were to walk past 100 people on your local high street, chances are 95% of those people will be broke. They may feel that they're not broke because they're working in a job, but realistically and effectively, compared to the 5%, they are effectively broke. Now, we are investors, we are business owners, we form part of the 5%. And this pie chart that you see on the slide was something I learned from a guy called Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't have a pen and paper with you, please get a pen, please get a paper, and please take some notes, because note takers are money makers. Robert Kiyosaki came up with the concept of the cash flow quadrant, whereby 5% of the world population, business owners and investors, earn more than 95% collectively. Now, like I said earlier, we form the 5%. We are traders and we have different styles of trading. Now, going back to, again, my first job, I absolutely hated it. And I resigned very, very quickly after starting that job. Once I'd resigned, I actually hopped onto a flight to Australia to get away from things. And at the airport, I bought the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Again, if you have not read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, please get yourself a copy. It's very, very cheap. You can get a copy from Amazon or your local high street bookshop. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I read the entire book cover to cover on my flight to Australia. And by the time I'd read the book, I was a different person. I never wanted to work for anyone ever again in my entire life. Rich Dad Poor Dad talked about assets and liabilities, and that you can actually do things like, you know, you build a property portfolio, you can invest in assets, reduce your liabilities, you can do businesses, like network marketing. You can also become a venture capitalist, and so on and so on. So I read that book. When I came back to the UK, back to the cold rain, I actually started my property business, and I became a property millionaire in my early 30s. So after working in corporate for not really that long, I decided it wasn't for me, and I decided that an entrepreneurship was for me, and I'd be spending the rest of my life as an entrepreneur. So very, very quickly, I became a property millionaire. And then a few years after that, I decided to start trading in foreign exchange. Now, one of the reasons that I want to do foreign exchange is because the market is absolutely huge. The foreign exchange market is massive, up to $6.6 trillion. I'll say that again, $6.6 trillion is exchanged via foreign exchange every single day. Not every single week, not every single month, not every single year, every single day. Up to $6.6 trillion is exchanged via foreign exchange. If you don't know what $1 trillion is, it's a 1 with 12 zeros at the end of it. The number is huge. Now, banks collectively make in excess of $1 trillion every single day from foreign exchange. And when I heard this, I was amazed. And what my mentor said to me after that was that banks are actually making that money from your savings and your current accounts. The money you have in your bank account is being used in foreign exchange, and banks are making over $1 trillion a day. My question to you, to every single person on this call, is how much money have you made on your money in the last decade? In the last 10 years, how much money have you made on your money in your bank account? Now, whenever I ask this question, 99% of people, in fact, very, very close to 100% of people, tell me zero or close to zero. In the last 10 years, last decade or so, the interest rates have been extremely low. And we are looking for this to continue on for the next few years as well, considering the current economic climate. So the answer is zero or close to zero is how much you've made on your money in the last decade. Regardless of where you are based, whether it's the Ethiopian, the USA, Australia, many, many people have made close to zero money on their money in the last 10 years. Having said that, banks have still continued to make over $1 trillion every single day. It does not matter what is happening in the economy outside. It does not matter that we have a pandemic. Banks will continue to make over $1 trillion every single day, a bulk of that from your money, and collectively up to $6.6 trillion every single day is made from foreign exchange. That number is huge. Now, there's different styles of foreign exchange. You can scalp the market, you can become a day trader, you can swing trade, or you can position trade. Scalping the market means that you're coming in and out of trades very, very quickly, sometimes within seconds, sometimes within minutes, and sometimes maybe a couple of hours here and there. Day traders do not tend to keep their trades overnight. So a day trader will place a trade in the morning and come out of that trade before the end of the day. And then we have swing traders. Swing traders tend to keep their trades for longer than a day, sometimes weeks. And then we have position traders who tend to keep their trades for weeks, months, and even years. So there's different types of traders that you can choose to become, and the style of trading that you choose, it can be one of those I've just mentioned, or it can be a combination of those depending on your lifestyle. Now, again, the amazing thing about foreign exchange is that the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. You can trade on the foreign exchange market. It does not matter where you are. You can exchange foreign exchange Monday to Friday, 24 hours a day, which is why foreign exchange is such an amazing business proposition for many, many people. We have, if I was to look at the types of people that we have who trade with us, and at the moment, as I'm speaking, we've got in the region of 250,000 people that are trading with us in over 120 countries. We have single mothers, single fathers. We have people at the top of their profession. We have doctors, nurses. We have pilots who trade with us. We have CEOs of companies, and we have many, many college and university students who trade with us. We have people who have not been able to find a job for the last few years who are also able to trade with us. Now, the amazing thing about trading is that trading holds no prejudice. It does not matter what color you are. It does not matter what sex you are. It does not matter what qualifications you've achieved at school. We have traders from all over the place, and you'll be surprised when you look at the people that we actually teach how to trade. Again, it does not matter what educational qualifications you have, as long as you know how to use a mobile phone, you can become a very, very effective trader. Now, again, with foreign exchange, you do not have to use your own capital all the time. We have a system known as leverage, whereby you can actually use your broker's capital. Okay, we have a system known as leverage, which allows you to use your broker's capital to trade with, and henceforth you can achieve higher profits than otherwise. Now, when it comes to digital currency, you may have heard of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was conceived in 2009. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency on the market. A cryptocurrency is basically a digital currency. When Bitcoin was conceived, the price of Bitcoin in 2009 was in the region of, let's say, 10 cents or 10 pence if you're in the UK. So very, very low. In December 2017, the price of Bitcoin hit $20,000. That, even today, that was the ATH. The all-time high of Bitcoin was $20,000 in 2017. Many people that bought Bitcoin when the price was low, anywhere from say 10 cents to maybe a couple of $100 here and there, and they sold at the ATH, many of those people became millionaires. And all they did was trade twice. They bought Bitcoin when the price was low, and they sold Bitcoin when the price was high. That is all they did. And they became millionaires, having bought many hundreds of Bitcoins initially. At the moment, as I'm doing this presentation, the price of Bitcoin is in the region of around $11,000, and Bitcoin is still classed as very, very cheap. We are expecting Bitcoin to hit six figures within 2 to 3 years of today. So $100,000 or thereabouts in 2 to 3 years from today. And again, if you were to buy one Bitcoin today and hold on to it for say 2 or 3 years, when the price becomes $100,000, if you were to sell that, you'd be looking at a profit of about $90,000, give and take. What we do is that we don't just hold Bitcoin, we also trade Bitcoin. So we're buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling all the time, and then we compound our profits, which basically means that as we make profit, we keep the money in our pot, and then we trade on that bigger pot of money. Henceforth, we're making bigger profits over and over and over again. If you were to compound one Bitcoin, just to give you an example, if you bought one Bitcoin today and you were to compound your profits for 2 or 3 years, you may be sitting on 3 Bitcoins. So you haven't now made $100,000, you've actually made 3 times as much as that. That is what we do, that is what we teach you. And interestingly, at the moment, as we stand, there are in the region of 5,000 cryptocurrencies in the market that you can trade. 5,000. And that number is getting bigger all the time as more and more people, more and more organizations adopt digital money. Now, in my particular case, I don't trade all 5,000 cryptocurrencies. I only really focus on the big boys. I trade primarily Bitcoin. I do Ethereum, Ripple, and a couple of others. You do not need to trade all the cryptocurrencies. And again, we will show you and teach you how to trade cryptocurrency in addition to foreign exchange trading. We also have high frequency trading. So if you want to do binary options, which is high frequency trading, we can teach you how to do that as well. Many people do binary options. And if that is where you are moving towards, then we have a program that teaches you how to do high frequency trading as well. Now, our platform is second to none. There is no other platform like this in the entire world. And like I said earlier, we have over 250,000 students or traders all over the world using our educational platform. And we actually have or give you access to many, many mentors that will teach you and show you how to trade every single day. We have live mentorship training sessions every single day, and we have over 100 mentors, 6- and 7-figure earners from trading who will teach you how to trade. It does not matter where you are based geographically. Our mentors operate 24 hours a day because they are also mapped out all over the world. Just to give you an example, we have traders in the USA, the UK, Africa. We have traders or even mentors in South America. So it doesn't matter what time zone you are on, there will be a mentor doing a live session within the back office at any particular time, which is why we have so many students all over the world. And we are actually expecting to hit 1 million students within I think 6 months to a year of today. That's how fast we are growing. At the moment, the economy is doing terrible. The pandemic has been bad news for a lot of people, a lot of organizations. Many people have lost their jobs, and many of those people are now trading with us because they want to become financially free. We teach you how to have your own economy. It does not matter to us what the economy is doing outside. We do not care what's happening outside because foreign exchange continues on regardless. Banks, merchant banks, and other large investors all over the world collectively are still making $6.6 trillion every single day, regardless of what the economy is doing. We return a profit no matter what is happening outside. As long as there's movement in the market, as long as there's volatility in the market, we can derive a profit from that volatility. And because we offer you live mentorship, where we actually hold your hand, there's no reason why you cannot do the same as us. Once you join us, you get access to many platforms. I call these semi-automated trading platforms, whereby we actually give you trading ideas or trading alerts. And all you have to do is copy and paste those trading ideas onto an app on your phone, and we will teach you and show you how to download that app to your phone as well. So if you don't know how to download an app, we'll show you how to do that. We'll show you how to copy and paste. All you have to do is take two numbers, the stop loss, and take profit numbers and copy them and paste them onto the app on your phone, and your trade will be then placed for you, and it will exit automatically once you hit profit. Now, obviously, you won't hit profit every time. Our software, in this particular case, the harmonics, is in the region of 80% positive, 80% profitable, which means that 8 out of 10 trades that you place through the harmonics platform will derive you a profit. 8 out of 10 trades, 80% of trades on average. There's a little bit of analysis that you can do on the platform as well. And again, we teach you and show you how to do that analysis. The analysis, in all honesty, is not that difficult. Once you've done it a few times, you'll know what to do, and this will ensure that your trades are placed for you profitably. Now, we don't just trade Forex and cryptocurrency. We also do commodities like gold, oil, silver, gas, and also indices, which form part of the stock market. So indices can include things like the US 30, the top US companies, German 30, and a few others. So we trade Forex, we trade cryptocurrencies, we trade indices, and also commodities as well. Whatever you decide to choose, whatever you decide to trade is entirely up to you. And we will show you, teach you, mentor you, and hold your hand to ensure that you trade effectively, positively every single time. Now, whether you know this or not, 80% of trading is mindset. Trading is not all skill set and education like many people think. 80%, which is a big number, 80% of trading is mindset and emotions, which is why we've partnered up with Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is one of the largest personal development coaches in the world, and he's been mentoring me for over 2 decades. Over 20 years, I've been learning from Bob Proctor. And we as an organization have mentored with Bob Proctor because we understand how important personal development is and how important mindset is when it comes to trading. So we will teach you the skill. We will educate you. We will also help you with mindset training and personal development, which is where Bob Proctor comes in every single week or every other week, where we can sit down with him and learn how to control our emotions and learn how to map our mindset for success. To get started on this amazing platform is $234 approximately for the FRX Academy, and the FRX Academy actually teaches you how to trade Forex. If you only want to do high frequency trading like binary options, you can go for the HFX Academy. We have the monthly payments as well, which you do not necessarily need to pay, and I'll talk about that later in this presentation. We have the DCX Academy for those of you that only want to do digital currency, and the Elite Academy, which is my personal favorite, which allows you to trade not just foreign exchange, but also commodities like gold, oil, gas, digital currency like Bitcoin, and also if you choose, you can do indices as well. That's the Elite Academy. Now, the monthly fee that you see there is something that is an optional extra, which you can waive through our platform. If you were to go for the FRX Academy and you wanted to do scalping, we have some additional optional extras, which you can add to the platform. So Vibrata is our scalping software, and you can add that to your platform for just a little bit extra, and it will allow you to use our scalping software. If you want to do cryptocurrency in addition to foreign exchange, you can add swipe trades to your original FRX Academy. So there's a fair few others there that you can add on as extras to the FRX Academy. But having said that, the Elite Academy that I talked about earlier covers every single one of those options. Now, I talked about the monthly cost earlier. If you want to waive the monthly cost, all you have to do is recommend 2 people to our platform, and once they become active members, the organization, we will actually pay your monthly cost, so you don't need to pay that. Okay, so that's our 2 and free system, and it's a very, very popular system. Should you decide to recommend more than 2 people, you can actually choose to become an independent business owner, and I'll talk about that shortly. What I want to do now is actually see if my colleague is on the call. Now, my colleague Mandeep, let me just see if she's on the call. I would like Mandeep to actually go through our live trading platform, which is known as Vibrata, the scalping software. And once I find her, I'll put her on the call. So Vibrata is an amazing, amazing platform, and it actually allows you to scalp the market, which basically means you come in and out of trades over and over again, very, very quickly, sometimes within seconds. So I'm going to turn the host onto Mandeep. So Mandeep, are you on the call? Can I see you?
Yes, Dr. Jav, how are you doing? I'm here. How are you?
I am doing absolutely awesome. Mandeep, it's great to see you. How are you?
Yes, very well, very excited as always. And you know, I can't believe it's already is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. Oh my gosh,
it is Wednesday, yes.
track of the days. Losing track of the days, but you know, it's really, really great to be here. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome, Mandeep. Please take it away. Bring on the testimonials as well as the software. I'm going to pass the baton on to you. Looking great as always. And yeah, go for it.
Thank you, Dr. Jav. That was an amazing presentation. Can we have some triple ones for my colleague, my friend, Dr. Jav? Let's really honor his, you know, that brilliant presentation today. Really enjoyed that. That was truly, truly awesome. I've been working with Dr. Jav for quite a few number of years now, and honestly, he is an amazing, amazing trader. He is someone that's a great friend, a very professional person, and it is amazing to have been connected with someone like him within this particular platform. So, ladies and gents, my name is Mandeep. I come from Leicester. I'm the eldest of 4 siblings, and I had that upbringing which is very similar to probably a lot of you, where my parents said, get a good education and get a good job and, stand on your own 2 feet with the support of that job. And my goodness, did I do that? I had to lead by example for my 3 younger siblings. And I did that. But when I came into the corporate world, I discovered that, wow, this is hard because I'm in a box. My income was dictated by my employer, who basically put a price tag on me and said, this is how much you're worth. Oh, and by the way, this is how many hours you're going to do. Oh, and by the way, you can only take holidays at these points in the time. Oh, and by the way, no, you can't go on an extended holiday. So there was all these limitations. I worked in corporate life for about a decade, and I realized that actually, do you know what? That chart that Dr. Jav showed you at the beginning, where 95% of people, they work for money and 5% have money working for them. I said, you know what? I fancy a slice of that cake when I'm the 5% of that population, where I have money working for me. And ladies and gents, I'm really, really pleased to announce that today, age 32, I'm completely retired and financially free, and I'm helping to impact, along with Dr. Jav, a lot of other people's lives out there to help them understand how to multiply money. And it gives me really, really great pleasure to introduce 3 of our students tonight that are going to be walking and talking us through their experience of the Academy so far. And then afterwards, I'm going to show you a live demonstration of how this platform works. My goodness, aren't you all lucky? But yeah, let's start off with our first testimony. Now, this lady, she's a superwoman, a super mum, originally from Cameroon. She currently lives in London, and she decided, ladies and gents, that enough is enough. She wants something where she can give more to her family. And so she decided to come to this platform. I think it's been a couple of months now, but let me just pin her video and let's hear from her. So Parina, I'm just going to unmute you. How are you doing?
Hi, Mandy. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Good. Yes, very well. You're looking great, and thank you so much for coming on this call. So, do you want to give everyone a bit of a background of what you've been doing in terms of your working professional life, and also how you came to the business?
I work in marketing. I came to this country about 10, 11 years ago. I did a master's degree, which I paid heavily for. Got a job, which, yeah, it's all right. You feel like you need to do that. But then I've been on maternity leave for a while now. And if you've ever gone on maternity leave in the UK, you know that the pay is close to nothing. You literally can't, get your groceries with what they give you on maternity leave. So ever since I've been at home, I've been thinking about ways that I could make money extra whilst, being at home, make ways I could make money from home. So I came across this business from my big sister B, who had joined a few months earlier. She called me and told me that she started trading Forex. I was like, what, Forex? I know that is really complicated and it's very expensive. I know someone who did it a few years ago, and they paid about £10,000. It was a ridiculous amount to be trained on how to trade in Forex. So I've always known that it's something that you can make money from, but I just always thought that it was A, very expensive, and B, very complex to understand. So she told me about this academy and how great it was, and everything that she's learned, and how good it's been working for her so far. And I thought, oh, wow, this might just be it. So I said, sign me up. It sounded really great when she told me about it. So I joined about 2 months ago. That was June. Probably the best decision I've ever made. It's been amazing so far. Just first of all, the fact that I've been able to learn how to trade, and I'm trading now, I'm making money and compounding my account on the little fee that I've paid, and the simplicity and the ease of the strategies that they teach. I literally cannot believe it. Every time I talk to people, I said, listen, if you've ever thought that Forex was something that was so complex and complicated, trust me, this academy will change your idea about that. And the other thing that I really want to stress on, which I actually find it even slightly more important than making money from this academy, is how much they personally develop you. The amount of mindset training that I've gotten from this academy and the personal development that I've gotten has been second to none. Like things that I'm finding out now, and I'm thinking, how have I not known this all my life? And I've just, when you're in a corporate environment, all they do is complain about their job, their bosses. Everyone is always like, oh, I can't wait for Friday. It's just always that kind of atmosphere. But here, the positivity, the energy, the way, you get to be mentored by amazing people like Bob Proctor, which, Dr. Jav spoke about earlier. The way your mindset changes all of a sudden, it's actually worth more than money to me. And it's just amazing to have been able to learn all of this in the few months that I've been here, and to be able to make money whilst I'm doing that, and doing all of that whilst at home looking after my kids. I couldn't have asked for anything better. It's just been an amazing journey, and I can't wait for what's ahead.
Wow, Parina, that was really, really something. Thank you so much for your time and energy on that. I know you were saying you wanted questions, but boy, you did great on that. So thank you so much. That was really, really great. So ladies and gents, that's Parina, supermom from London, and background in marketing. Anybody at any age, any background, any culture can do this. If you have a genuine desire to learn a new skill, you can do that. And this brings me on to our next testimonial. This particular individual, he's also from London, East London. He's got a background in doing youth work and education. And again, he wanted to see something different in his financial future. So he said, you know what? I don't want to always be in a position where I'm making money. I want to be able to compound and multiply as well. So this brings me on to Dan. Dan, are you with us on the call?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dan, how are you doing? You good?
I'm good. How are you all?
Yes, we're all good. We're all great. So take it away. You've got the floor for a couple of minutes. Over to you.
Hello, everybody. I'm so happy and grateful to be on this call with you, to share my story, to share my why. I joined a few months ago. I was obviously not working. I wasn't furloughed because I've been working in the school, but I was on Instagram watching my friend who was trading, and it's something that's always caught my attention, but I wanted to make money on the side. So since I've joined the business, my mindset has changed in terms of the way I talk to people, the way I my daily routines. Let's say I wake up 5 in the morning now and I have just energy in my atmosphere. I'm just blessed. Like I've got in touch with God. All of it is in tune, and it all come down to who I was listening to. I was listening to the wrong crowd when I was, let's say, growing up and stuff, like people that wasn't really doing much for themselves. And since I've joined, people like Mandeep and Dr. Jav and Mohammed, Shanann, all the people that have been in the with us on the journey, they've helped me make a decision to discipline and increase my intelligence and be able to make money on the side and help my family. Like I want to be able to retire my mum and move people out and do certain things with my life and help the youth that I'm actually working with now. So if I have something behind me, then it's all for the better. And since I've joined, my goals, my why, my everything, my feelings, like feelings is the secret. Like if you haven't watched The Secret on Netflix, go and watch that. Bob Proctor's a part of it as well. He's a great mentor. Like he's helped us set goals and he's kept us focused, and we've got a patience about it as well. So everything about this is just magnificent. If you want to make a decision today, please don't be poor. And that means passing over opportunities repeatedly. You don't want to keep doing that. When something's at your feet, take a leap of faith. Yeah, you never know where it can take you. And I've only been this since May, and I'm not going to look back. Hopefully this time next year, everyone in my house would have been able to retire, and that's my goal. So thank you very much for Mandy for
Wow, Dan, that was really, really amazing. So as you can see, you know, if someone has a real desire to make a change, they can absolutely 100%, you know, definitely do that. So thank you, Parina. Thank you, Dan. So far, it brings us on to our third and final testimonial of the evening. Now, this lovely lady, she actually lives in my city. I'm proud to say she lives in Leicester. And you know what? She's got a heart of gold. I remember when I met her and I spoke to her about the business, and she actually started on the day. She got started. I showed her the plan. I showed her the, you know, everything, and she goes, do you know what, why not, I would like to get involved, let's give it a go. And she works in the hospitality industry, so what you can see is a whole host of, you know, professions that are coming into this platform. So it just shows you that you don't need to be a trader, a Forex trader, or have any prior knowledge in order to start this. So I'm going to bring her on. Arti, how are you doing? I've just unmuted you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for the warm welcome and the invite to you and Jav. So thank you both very much.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes, I just want to share a bit about my background. I joined the business early this year, and the reason for joining is, like most people, financial freedom. But for me, financial freedom was about being time rich. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got a great job, a great team. I love the company I work for, and not many people can say that, but there's a lot of hard work that goes into that. And I'm spending a lot of hours at work, which means I don't have that time to spend with my family and friends, and missing special occasions and events. And I'm sure some of you will know what I mean by that. So last year, back end of last year, I was really reflecting on, okay, what would sort of give me sort of that freedom of financially have some money and time at the same time. So I started my journey exploring Forex. I, like most of the team members on here, said, you know, I saw it on Instagram, I saw it on Facebook, I saw other people talking about it, but I never did anything about it, purely because I thought I would never be able to learn until I came across I Am Mastery Academy and got in touch with Dr. Jav, who then put me in touch with Mandeep. And yes, Mandeep, you know, when we met, we were sat there for a good couple of hours having a good chat about stuff. And there was something about this platform just resonated with me. And what I loved about it more than anything was, there's so many different education platforms out there, but this one is very much like Dr. Jav says, holds your hands, mentors you, talks to you, is there for you to help you and guide you, so you're not on your own. And for someone like me who's never done Forex trading before and never knew a thing about it, today I can talk about it, I can talk the language, and even I'm surprising myself that I can do it. So you don't need a degree in Forex. You've got a platform, an educational platform, which is worldwide renowned, that can teach you, and it's got the tools on there. So not only do you have this platform, you've got great folk like Dr. Jav and Mandeep who are there to constantly fire you up. And the amount of time and effort you guys put into this is phenomenal. It's second to none. And I think that's the bit that I love, is because you work together as a team and you're always there to help and support each other, and you're not on your own. And you don't, you know, education doesn't teach you half the stuff that you guys go through with this. And again, Dan's mentioned mindset. I mean, I've learned more about mindset through you guys, Mandeep and Jav, Dr. Jav, and the platform than I ever would have in college, university. And I went through the ranks, and in the short amount of time, and for the very little money that I've paid, I've just turned into a whole new person. So basically, thank you very much. What can I say? It's been a brilliant journey so far, and I just continue to develop each and every day. But like you both said, it's an education platform. So if you're serious about learning and you want to learn a new skill that can make you financially free, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow at the end of this presentation. You will need to put the effort in, but you've got a great team and a network of people around you to help you get there.
Amazing, amazing. Wow, that was super, super phenomenal. Artie, that was so, so great. We really, really appreciate you and your time. And in fact, thank you to all the individuals who have, you know, given their testimonies tonight. It's not always easy to come on these calls and speak in front of loads of people. But again, Parina, Dan, Artie, you're amazing customers, and you get it. You know, you all have a very big, strong why about why you want to multiply money and learn this system. And one of the things that I want to do today is actually walk and talk you through something that I actually teach myself, which is a very, very big USP. So, you know, quite a few times a week, I am live with about 500 plus people teaching the team how to trade. And I tell you one thing, I came into this industry as a complete novice. I didn't even know that Forex stood for foreign exchange. And it just shows the growth. I'm not trying to big myself up, by the way. I'm just trying to show you that actually, coming from not knowing anything about Forex to be able to actually teach it now, it shows you how lucrative and how powerful our system is. I learned from our mentors. Dr. Jav has done the same. And now we're in a position where we can actually show people, whether it's in person or online, how to actually trade. So I'm going to share my screen right now and ask for a bit of audience participation, of course, because this software is actually very powerful. And what we actually call this is actually called Vibrata, the web analyzer. So it's something that Dr. Jav showed you that you can add on to your platinum package if you wanted to go for the platinum package this evening. But basically, this is a live chart. This is actually a trade that I took earlier today, USD, CHF, US dollar, and Swiss franc. The Swiss franc is CHF. You can see it's just here in the top left-hand corner. And basically, when you're looking at this chart, you can actually see there's an uptrend here. You can see that, right? The market is going up. And so there's a very obvious uptrend here. You can see why I was in this trade earlier, because I saw it. I saw the confirmations. They were all met. And I thought, you know, I'm going to catch some pips and make some money from this. Now, we don't give any income. We don't make any income claims or guarantees. This is purely just to show you how one of these products work. So what I want to do is I want to ask for a bit of audience participation. Now, like I said, this was a trade that I took earlier, and all I did was follow 3 simple steps. All I did was follow 3 simple steps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you the questions, and then you can answer me. So the first question I have is, let me just zoom in so you can really see this. Now, just before this yellow vertical line, can you see a crossover of the red and the blue lines outside of this purple cloud? So let me repeat that again. Just before this yellow line, can you see a crossover of the red and the blue lines just outside of the cloud? Yes or no? Put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. And don't worry, if you're a bit shy, you can send me a message privately. I'm getting a couple of private messages now. Yep, perfect, amazing. Okay, great, you all got it. So just to show you, you can see here very clearly, if I zoom in, there's been a crossover just before this yellow line. If we follow the red and the blue lines back, you can see there's a crossover exactly 10:30 today. There was a crossover of the red and the blue lines. Question number 2. Remember, there are 3 confirmations. So that's confirmation number 1. Confirmation number 2 is after the yellow line, so sort of this bit onwards from the right-hand side, is the red line above or below? I know it's a pretty obvious question, but just bear with me. I'm trying to show you how simple this is. Is that red line above or below the blue line? Because if it's above the blue line, it's indicative of a buy. If the red is above the blue, it shows that it's a buy. And here you can obviously see the red line is above the blue line. If it was below the blue line, it's an indication for a sell. But of course, this is above the blue line, so it's an indication for a buy. Perfect. So that's step number 2, confirmation number 2, which is a check. Brilliant. Step number 3 is after the yellow line here, which way is the green line pointing? So this green line, is it going up or is it going down? Just put in the chat box. Is it going up or is it going down? Which way is that green line going? It's going up. Now remember, if you have 3 confirmations that are completely met, you can actually take the trade. You can actually take the trade. So crossover, yes, that's step number 1. Step number 2, the red line above the blue, yes it was. And step number 3, green line was pointing up, fantastic. So at this point, what we would do is we would go onto our phone, which I'm just going to find right now. We would go onto our phones and we would type in, we would find USD CHF. So let me just show you here right now quite clearly. So we would tap on this one, USD CHF is just there, the second currency on my MetaTrader 4, and then the options would come up as a buy or a sell, as a buy or a sell. And of course, because we're aiming for a buy, we would hit buy. And that's exactly what we would do. We would get in the market and we would start to trade. That's all it takes. 3 simple confirmations. We actually teach this very regularly on a weekly basis. So trust me, again, from a complete novice to now training others, it's absolutely wonderful. And let me finish off with this. Does your income really, really inspire you? Does your income really, really inspire you? Because if not, have a look at this platform. It's literally a couple of $100, but that one decision can take you to the moon. Thank you very much, Dr. Jav. Back over to you.
Thank you, Mandeep. That was absolutely awesome, as always. And again, that was one of our senior traders in knowledge, not in age. Just want to make that absolutely clear. And she's been trading with us for quite a long time now. And again, Mandeep, thank you so much for that with the Vibrata platform. And again, just for all you guys, Vibrata is our scalping system, and it shows you how to come in and out of trades very, very quickly. Sometimes you can come in and out of trades within seconds, sometimes minutes. Again, thank you, Mandeep. Thank you, RT. Thank you, Daniel and Pyrina, for the testimonials. Amazing, amazing students of ours, doing awesome at the moment. And you're going to see many, many more people like that in the next few days, next few weeks. And if you were to join us today, you will see hundreds of testimonials from similar students every single day. And every single one of our students, every single one of our traders is doing an amazing thing, learning how to trade and becoming their own economy. Now, if I just pick up from where I started, if you were to invite more than 2 people to our platform and they were to join and become active members, you would be termed an independent business owner, and the company, the organization actually pays you a bonus for introducing people to the platform. Now, this is a system used by many, many blue chip companies around the world through online platforms like Top Cashback, R Points, and many, many others. And we have a system very much similar to that. It's a word of mouth system whereby you are paid a bonus for every single person that you recommend to the organization. Once you recommend 3 people to the organization, the company actually starts to pay you what we call a residual income. A residual income means that you are being paid whether you work or not. You can be sleeping all day, all night for a whole month, but the company will still continue to pay you, which is why this platform is so amazing. Now you're not just being paid for your trading, you're also being paid an additional residual income, and you can use that income, like many of us do, for your trading as well. So you don't even have to put your own money into your trading account. You can use the residual income for that. As a P150, Platinum 150, where you've referred 3 people to the organization, the company will pay you $150 every single month. If you were to recommend 12 people, you get $600 30 people $1,000 every single month. And the amazing thing is, as a Platinum 1000, for example, you don't even have to personally recommend 30 people. You only ever have to recommend 3 people. And if they were to recommend additional people and you were to reach an organization size of 30 people, the company will pay you $1,000 every single month. And this goes on and on and on. And if you look at this slide, you can actually become a Chairman 500 and earn $500,000 every single month from this organization. We have a new rank at the moment as it stands. The slide has not yet been updated, but the new rank is Chairman 750. And in this compensation plan for Chairman 750, you're making $750,000 every single month. How many companies do you know out there that pay you $750,000 every single month? We have a handful of people within our organization who are currently earning $750,000 every single month. And interestingly, again, you only have to recommend 3 people. And if those 3 people recommend others and you become a Chairman 750, you can still make that earning. You can still earn that compensation, even though you may have already only ever introduced 3 people to the organization. That's why this compensation plan is so amazing. And that is why we have 250,000 people who are now trading with us. 250,000 people who are now trading with us. And this number, we are expecting to hit 1 million within 6 months to a year from today. Now, again, if I go back to my story, when I was working in corporate, I was actually broke, busted, and disgusted. I hated it. And I was passing over opportunities repeatedly. I did not know what an opportunity was. Had this opportunity come to me in those days, I may have rejected it because I was very much of the corporate mindset. But because of the amazing paradigm shift that I've been through during this opportunity, because of personal development, because of the work I've been doing with Bob Proctor and the learnings, I can now understand and realize opportunities when I see them. This is an amazing opportunity. We don't just teach you and show you how to trade the markets. We also offer you the opportunity to earn an additional residual income, as 250,000 other people do in over 120 countries all over the world. Now, profits are better than wages over and over and over again. I'll say that again. Profits are better than wages. Within this organization, when you become a trader and investor, you are actually earning profits. When you're earning wages, your income is limited. Within this company, when you're trading, when you're earning the residuals, there is no limit to the income that you can earn. All you have to do is be teachable and coachable. If you're willing to learn, willing to take on board our teachings and actually go and put that into practice, you can do amazingly well within this organization, as many people are doing at the moment. My name is Dr. Jav. Again, I thank every single person for being on this call. Please reach out to the person who recommended you attend this presentation, and let's get you registered today. If you come through to this presentation via myself, through a WhatsApp message or through my social media pages, please get back to me, and either myself or someone within my team will get you registered. Again, like I said earlier, this is an amazing opportunity. I'm not making any income claims, but many people within our organization are 6- and 7-figure earners. Many thousands of people are financially free because they've learned to trade and they are enjoying the benefits of residual income. Again, my name is Dr. Jav. This year is an amazing year of abundance, prosperity. And again, we look forward to welcoming you on this program. And I will see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Thank you. God bless. And I'll speak soon.